What's up, guys and gals? Danny Linen back with another CSR2 video. As we all know, the Golf GTI is the best easy to get tier 1 car in the game, but what about tier 2 cars? Let's talk about the best tier 2 cars today. This is my favorite tier 2 starter car, the BMW M235i Coupe. This car comes in very handy. I still use it. I've been playing for 6 years and I still use this car occasionally. There's just certain things that this is a great car for. I mean, it is a starter car. You can buy it with game cash, and yeah, grab that one first, but let's move on to some of the really good cars. Next, we're going to talk about the 718 Boxster S. This is an amazing tier 2 car. You can either buy it with gold with no stars or pull it out of a crate and get 1 star. Of course, if it has 1 star, it's better. This is one of my favorite tier 2 cars for live racing. It's easy to get. It's just an all-around great car. It's able to beat all of the Tempest bosses, no problem, if you have enough parts on it. It is a little bit weird car, like you don't want to install the engine, you want to leave the engine in stock, and never install the stage 6 transmission. For some weird reason, there's some glitches with those 2 parts that make it slower, but all the rest of the parts you want to fit to stage 6 is possible. I do have some videos on how to drive this one that talks more about that, but this is a great little car. I absolutely love this one. It's one of the best tier 2 cars in the game that's actually easy to get. Next is the Golf GTI Rocket Bunny. This is a great little tier 2 car. I absolutely love this one. It should be able to beat the bosses, no problem. Last time I took this into live racing, it was winning most of the live races. I just really like this one, and it looks cool. This one can only be put out of crates, unfortunately, but very cool car. Next, let's talk about the Mazda Rocket Bunny MX-5. This is probably the best tier 2 car in the game. It can beat all of the bosses in the game with only stage 5 parts. You don't even need to install stage 6 parts on this car to beat the bosses. All the other tier 2 cars, you will need stage 6 parts. So if you happen to get this, unfortunately, it can only be pulled out of a crate. But if you pull this car, this is one of the absolute best tier 2 cars in the game. Just all around, really good. I love this one. Next, we'll check out the John Cooper Works GP. I do like this car. It's a little bit weird. It's not one of my favorite tier 2 cars just because it's not exactly fun to drive. It's a very strange little car to drive, but it's pretty decent. Not as good as the other ones, but it's a nice little car. I think the Ark Veloster is a cool little car, not one of my favorites, but I do like it, so that's definitely one that's worth upgrading. The Honda Civic Type R is a great little tier 2 car, still not one of my favorites. I like the first couple I showed you better, but this is a very nice little car. But what it really boils down to is the Volkswagen Golf Rocket Bunny GTI and this Mazda Miata are both top-notch on tier 2. I love them both. I really do like KJ's car for live racing. It's a great little live racer, but it's kind of slower. It's not as good as the other ones in a lot of ways. I wouldn't really do much with this other than live racing, so I did have to mention that. It looks beautiful. It's nice at live racing, but this guy right here, this is the tier 2 car you want. This thing is a beast. It is an absolute beast. Absolutely love this thing. It is top-notch. But for new players, the one you really want to try and get is the tier 2 Boxster. This thing pops out of crates all the time, so it's not hard to get, right? Some of these cars are actually really hard to get. This one pops out of crates constantly, or you can buy it with gold. Like I said, no stars when you buy it with gold, but, you know, it's one of the few cars I would say go ahead and buy it with gold, but you're probably better off waiting until you get the one with the star. So this thing is just absolutely awesome. Still one of my favorite live racing cars for tier 2. If I'm going to go live race in tier 2, for some reason, this is always my go-to pick. It just wins most of the races. It does well. I like it. I like it a lot. Now, there's a bunch of other tier 2 cars in the game, like the Finn's Exige 360 Cup Boss car is pretty cool. Not one of my favorites, but I do like that car. The John Works Cooper is cool, but it's a weird car. A lot of people don't like that one. The Hyundai Ark Veloster is a nice little tier 2 car. I think the A110 is another nice little tier 2 car, but it's very hard to get parts for some of those. So you're definitely going to want to buy this M235i Coupe first. After that, you want to get the GTI, the Boxster, and the Miata. Some of those other cars I mentioned are nice, but they're nowhere near as good. But yeah. Anyways, this is a really great starter car. The Mazda Miata is phenomenal. The Boxster is phenomenal. And that Golf GTI is just a really cool, really good car. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, and we will catch you next time. Don't forget to drop down the video's description. You'll see my Discord server and my other YouTube channels, some affiliate links to help support the channel, and all kinds of good stuff, plus some game news and links. All right, lightning out. Have a great day. We will catch you next time. See ya.